Hello everyone once again, this is Rob. Welcome back to Media Awareness and another first reaction video. Before I continue, a reminder, the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day every day for my independence and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter as they view it as a quote luxury item end quote, despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of scooter or power chair or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if this scooter should malfunction, as it did a few months ago, I will yet again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video in the description below, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to the video I'm going to be reacting to, you can find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser. It's easy to contribute, takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. Even $5 or $10 can make all the difference in the world, and you can even contribute anonymously. The purpose of the fundraiser is both to assist me with the ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, as well as to help me save for the purchase of a new scooter. I came up with these conclusions following the malfunction, as alluded to a moment ago, whereby my battery charging mechanism had failed entirely, and for roughly 2 weeks I needed to rely on family and friends to push me around my own home, which severely limited my independence. However, it was also a long overdue wake-up call that I needed a backup plan. And the backup plan is to have a brand new scooter to use moment to moment, day to day, every day, and my existing scooter completely refurbished, waiting in the wings to be used if necessary, when necessary, at a moment's notice. So please do what you can. I would greatly appreciate it. You just saw a cat jump. That was Loki, I believe. Nevertheless, if you are not yet subscribed to Media Awareness, please consider subscribing and becoming part of the Media Awareness family. I'd love to have you. Also, if you do subscribe, make sure to click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload a new video, much like this one. I also want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed to the fundraiser thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. And this video is completely unplanned. A Fleetwood Mac concert popped up on my feed this morning from 1975, and I thought, well, this is interesting because it predates Rumors, but it has the Rumors lineup. And I want to clear up some Fleetwood Mac misconceptions before I continue with this reaction. The self-titled Fleetwood Mac album featuring Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks, Christine McVie, John McVie, and Mick Fleetwood was not the first Fleetwood Mac album by a long shot. And a lot of people seem to think it is, due to the fact that it is self-titled and due to the fact that it also contained that particular lineup that people associated then with Fleetwood Mac. But it was far from the first album. And that being said, this video I'm going to be reacting to is a live version of Rhiannon from that 1975 concert. And uh, it's about midway almost through the concert itself. The first part is mainly a lot of the blues style material that Fleetwood Mac were doing up to that point when Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joined. And this is also the reason I'm doing this video, in addition to wanting to really hear how they did Rhiannon back in 1975, is also to celebrate the official release of the Buckingham Nicks album. This is a long time coming. I'm a huge fan of this album. I remember listening to it as a child. My parents had it, along with the first Fleetwood Mac album and Rumors, of course. But Buckingham Nicks was and still is, for me, the quintessential basis for the sound that they would then become known for once Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham joined. So it's quite a different. The first half of this concert was quite different from the more mainstream or folk rock style of the first Fleetwood Mac album and subsequent albums for that matter. So, with that stated, and with Buckingham Nicks scheduled to be released on CD and colored vinyl, I believe, on September 19th, 2025, in your choice of formats as stated. You can really mark that on your calendar. This is an album that was heavily bootlegged throughout the years, and the reasonings go from record label mismanagement to rights of who owned what as far as material, and just a whole big mess that nobody ever really came clean on as far as a definitive answer as to why this album never got an official release on CD. But now in 2025, we are finally getting it. And to celebrate that, I do want to do a reaction to Rhiannon live from this 1975 concert, because that was really the breakout hit on that first album, featuring Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks with Fleetwood Mac as a whole. And once again, that was not the first Fleetwood Mac album. Just to set the record straight on that once again. As with all of my reaction videos, you'll find this link below. I always link everything in the description because the musicians and bands who create this music for us, the fans, do so with the utmost creativity and integrity, and they deserve all the credit in the world for their hard work. In this case, whoever was kind enough to upload this entire concert onto YouTube for us to enjoy is the one that should really be thanked. And this is quite the gem, because these songs that are in this concert were rarely, if ever, performed by the lineup following the release of Rumors after the self-titled album. And so it's sort of a lost collection, if you will, for people that aren't aware of that side of Fleetwood Mac, that history that led up to the Lindsey Buckingham, Stevie Nicks era of the band. So, with all of that stated, here we go. Fleetwood Mac performing Rhiannon live in 1975, and I will be back following this performance with my assessment.
This is a song from our latest album that was out about 7 or 8 weeks ago. This is a song from Stevie Nicks called Rhiannon.
Well, your life you never know. state of mind. Dreams unwind, her love's a state of mind. Dreams unwind and love is hard to find. Dreams unwind and love is hard to find. Dreams unwind and love's a state of mind. Dreams unwind and love is hard to find. Take me with the wind, take me like the sky. Take me like the wind, take me to the sky. Oh, take me like the wind, take me with the sky. Would you take me with you to the sky? Please take me with you to the
Stevie Nicks, Preorder Buckingham on guitar.
So there you have Fleetwood Mac performing Rhiannon in 1975. The entire concert is linked below. If you'd like me to react to the concert as a whole, I will sit here gladly and watch it track by track, and I will do an all-encompassing reaction. Let me know in the comment section below if that's something you guys would like to see. But firstly, like I said, I'm doing this because it was an interesting find on my feed, but also to celebrate the official release of the Buckingham Nicks album. Scheduled for release once again September 19th, 2025. Pre-order now in your choice of formats. That's going to be a monumental release for Buckingham Nicks fans, or fans of Fleetwood Mac from that era. The prior era being, of course, the Peter Green blues style era. But I digress. Let's talk about this performance. Wow. Slightly increased in tempo, which does happen live. There's a noticeable throughout the first verse and chorus with Stevie singing that she's kind of screaming to us. And she still sounds great, but the only thing I could really say about that is that it's probably a problem with her onstage monitor not being loud enough and her not being able to hear herself, which was often the case back in the 1970s. Even today, it does happen, but with in-ear monitors, that's kind of been put to the rest. Unless you're someone who uses onstage monitors as opposed to in-ear, everyone has their preference. But that's what I can attribute to her sound, because as the song went on, her vocal performance became more solid. And of course, she really, at the end of the song, brought it up several notches and really sort of stole that moment on stage. For a few minutes there, I was debating on, who was really owning the stage, Stevie or Lindsay, and while Lindsay gives us a killer guitar solo, or two for that matter, Stevie Nicks really puts on a fantastic performance there. And yeah, the backing vocals of Kristen McVie. Um, and it's magic. And with the incredible chemistry that you see there on stage between everyone, you can tell why this particular lineup really became the quintessential Fleetwood Mac lineup. The chemistry is undeniable, and you know Lindsay and Mick are just playing off each other. John McVie is in the pocket. Christine is there playing some great keyboards, keeping up with the tempo, and it's really impressive. I would love to actually do a full reaction to this concert. So, like I said, if that's something that you guys would like to see, put that in the comment section below. I will do my best to get that to you very soon. Also, different lyrics we're hearing in this version as well. That's something that Stevie often did throughout the history of Rhiannon being performed. She would alter the lyrics and sing what she was thinking or feeling at a given time, or even perhaps in this case the working lyrics prior to the recording of the song itself. I couldn't really be certain, but that's just something else I wanted to point out. However, don't forget to pre-order Buckingham Nicks if you do not have an official copy, which goes for most of the world, and if you do not have a copy that is from the actual era when it was released in the 1970s, as this will be on higher quality vinyl, in addition to being really properly placed on CD for those of us who collect CDs, and properly mixed for MP3 as well. It's going to be available in multiple formats from multiple sources, so you can stream it, you can buy it, you can just put it on whenever. But Buckingham Nicks is a fantastic album. If you've not heard it, pre-order it. You will not be sorry. And with that out of the way, and with this concert footage from Rhiannon from 1975 out of the way, and truly enjoyed that, I want to say to you all that seeing Fleetwood Mac live is something I had the pleasure of doing in 2004. And this live performance from 1975 is surprisingly equally as energetic as what I witnessed in 2004. And, you have the magical presence of Stevie Nicks really showing what she has to offer as an incredible performer in this 1975 show. I saw it myself in 2004. She still was able to do this type of energetic performance, as was Lindsay on guitar as well. He performed some incredible solos when I saw them, and this is just an amazing performance of Rhiannon with a fantastic guitar solo, and you can see why Lindsey Buckingham was invited to join Fleetwood Mac, and why he insisted on Stevie Nicks coming with him following the Buckingham Nicks album release and tour, because they really, really play off each other quite well, and you can see that chemistry as well on stage in this performance. So I hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you all again soon. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.